Okay, so I listened to a minute and a half of Kamala Harris talking, and they were saying how she's she said that Donald Trump, she implied that Donald Trump was a coward. I don't really see that, because she was just discussing the obverse of what she was saying, is that you're supposed to not beat people down but lift people up. But also that's her competition, and so when she says that, she's kind of essentially opening the door to being criticized, that she potentially was criticizing Donald Trump. But I don't think she really has a leg to stand on, seeing as how he got shot in the ear and was right back on the campaign trail doing the same thing where he was shot before. That's something I would consider pretty proud. I also think that this is something that's nonsense. I got a personal video stating that the Secret Service was compromised, and they had the Secret Service flag hanging upside down, which means that they were in distress. They wrote a personal letter saying that the what do you call it? It's basically equal employment opportunity of the Secret Service has corrupted their force, and so they couldn't write the phrase equal employment opportunity. They said something of an equivalency of that for political reasons, because of the way things are nowadays. But never mind that. That happened a couple of days before Trump was shot in the ear, right? And so the Secret Service are the people who are supposed to protect Trump. And then Joe Biden stepped down shortly after that. The reason that Joe Biden stepped down from voting to become president was because of the fact of the equal employment opportunities that Biden had enacted is the reason why the Secret Service is currently basically having been infiltrated and corrupted to a point where we can't protect our own politicians. And then you also sit there and think about a few days later, after Trump was shot, that Biden backs down and says he can no longer be president. It's because of the fact that the Secret Service had called him out, said that his policies had corrupted them enough to where they couldn't do their job. And then a few days later, Biden's opponent was shot in the ear, almost assassinated. So you can kind of see what was going on there. Literally, Biden's policy almost got his opponent assassinated. So the person directly underneath Biden is Kamala Harris, who's been hiding in the closet for two years. She's been hiding in the basement worse than Joe Biden. And what she said is, she said, oh yeah, we're gonna win, and we're gonna win. So she already knows that they're gonna try and cheat her way into office the same way they did Biden. So, history's gonna repeat itself, is that they're going to try to cheat her in. That much is obvious. Because she is so confident that she's gonna win. It's not a matter of being confident saying, yeah, we're gonna win. She is 100% absolutely certain that she's going to win, which means she's already got the go-ahead from the people behind the curtains that they're going to cheat her way in. And so that's not happening. We're not going to see that, because there's already been too much shit that's gone on that proves that the Democratic Party has tried to assassinate their opponent, and that they're also cheating in the election. So her saying that Trump is a coward really would speak volumes if that's what she had meant. And another thing is that in this 1.5 minute video, she goes and does the opposition. She goes and states her opinion about how we're supposed to lift people up instead of beat people down. And I agree with that, but I also think that was a mentality in order to bring people in with you, saying we're supposed to lift people up. So you have to watch out for narcissists, because they always want to bring you into a we instead of separate me and I, or as us being individuals. They always want to bring you into the bandwagon approach. So what she was doing is she was doing a very simple bandwagon approach, trying to get everybody all into the let's lift people up and let's, yes we can, the same type of slogan that Obama had said before he got elected as president, the yes we can Obama slogan. That's the whole narcissistic mentality of bringing you into the bandwagon along with the group. And then after that, she got really nice and really sweet, and changed her tune. And she went from being kind of having a nasty attitude about somebody being a coward, the opposition, I guess you could say, switching it right over to being really nice and really sweet. And then my thing is that that's not real. You don't go from one extreme to the other and you bounce around like that. That's what a shitbag does. That's what a manipulative person does. And so I don't like her at all. She's not going to win. I can tell you that. The only way she's going to win is if she cheats, and then it's going to be cheating, 100%. And I don't see that happening. I see Trump winning, because anyone who's worth their salt is going to see somebody who got shot in the ear and is back on the campaign trail is not a coward. That's someone who's going to do their job, right? So okay, here's my question. Do you want someone who's been hiding in the basement and hasn't done a public speech for 2 fucking years about anything, or done anything according to the news for the last 2 years, to be president? Or do you want someone who was shot in the ear and to get healed and go right back on the campaign trail like nothing happened? See, if Kamala got shot in the ear, she probably would cry, bitch about it, and then take 2 weeks off. You know what I mean? And Trump went right back on the campaign trail. So I think she's full of shit. I think she's weak. I think she's going to sit there for 2 years and hide in the basement worse than Biden did if she were to get elected. And she needs to be really fired before she even gets into office. I think you know, if she was on The Apprentice, she would have been fired before she even got put on the show. So that's just my opinion. If I sit there and look at the way that she's behaved over the last 2 years, and it disgusts me, because there's plenty of people that paid taxpayers' dollars to pay for her salary of her doing nothing, sitting there cackling behind Joe Biden. See, everyone's making fun of Joe Biden hiding in the basement, but then you look at Kamala, and she's been doing it twice as hard, and in a way to where she's not even non-existent. See, this was planned. This was planned for Joe Biden to step down, for Kamala to step in last minute to become a presidential candidate. And that's why they hid her for the last 2 years. This is a big fucking scam. And my point about this is that what they wanted to do is to keep her hidden for long enough to where everyone would forget about her dumb shit, the way that she behaved, right? Because she got mocked for quite a bit of a period during Joe Biden's first 2 years. And that's because she's a wreck. She's a train wreck. And her history shows that. She's done a lot of stupid things. She doesn't deserve to be president. It's disgusting to think that she even considers that she's able to be president with how negligent she's been for the past 2 years. Like I said, I'm going to say it one more time. Would you rather have someone who's been hiding in the basement for 2 years doing nothing be president? Or would you rather have someone who's been shot in the ear and goes right back on the campaign trail working for you? Working for you. That's the point. Is that when you vote for a president, you vote for the person who's going to work the hardest for you and make sure that they're going to do the job that they were chosen to do, which is to make sure that the country's safe, secure, and economically viable. I don't get it. People are high nowadays that even think to vote for someone like this.